Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Rangers Radio. Rangers 3, Midtjylland 1. Joining myself, Oxford, on the panel is the good, the bad, and the ugly. Stardog, Pool Ranger, and the one and only Ronnie. How are we doing, gentlemen?
I want to know who the ugly is. Who's the ugly Ox?
Not me anyway.
What I'll say is definitely no Ronnie.
So it's me or Stardog then.
How are we doing, gentlemen? Enjoy that?
Oh, good, boys, aye. A wee bit slow, wasn't the best performance in the world, but we got there, we done it. We scored the goals, and we're through.
Good man. Ronnie, what was your thoughts, mate?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yep, thoroughly agree there with that statement. Good goals, great for Alfie, and good one for Ojo. Smashing, great night.
Oh, more comfortable than I thought, Stardog. I thought they would maybe have a go, but they had a chance a couple of minutes in. The boy put it past the post. Then we get the goal, and I think that really just killed the whole thing, and it became a wee bit flat. And we always looked likely to score, go to the second goal, and the whole thing was dead.
Aye, they did. I mean, they went up the park in the first minute of the game, and they were unlucky with their shot. But I paid for that, Oxley. In the first half, I can't really remember them even getting anywhere near our box, really. I thought we were brilliant. I thought Ojo and Morelos, mate, I thought the two of them were devastating tonight. I really do. I like the look of that partnership, so I do. I think they've got a lot in common. So they have, and the link-up play with each other was brilliant tonight. I mean, they 3 goals, one for Ojo and the 2 for Morelos. It was the 2 of them were involved in all 3 of them. I thought the 2 of them were brilliant tonight.
I wouldn't argue with that they were involved with the 3 goals, but I think the second goal, Pool Ranger, I would credit Scott Arfield with that. Nice play in the middle of the park, and he showed a bit of desire.
I thought Scott Arfield was outstanding for second goal. He battled, he fought through all of them, he battled, he was doing basically on his arse, and he still got up, he still went through him, he still got it through. It was, again, they all fought for everything again. It wasn't the best performance in the world, but they've done what they keep doing. They're still fighting, they're still scoring goals, and I thought Big Golston at the back had a really good game tonight, Ox. I thought Big Golston was solid tonight.
Pick of the back 4 for me, was the night, Golston. Pick of the back 4.
Was Kamara the pick after this midfield tonight? Because he was for me, mate. I thought Kamara was brilliant tonight as well. I thought he got stuck into everything.
No, for me, everybody sees it slightly different. I thought the guy that kept his techno was the usual. Ronnie was the guy that plays the drum for us is Stephen Davis, you know.
I thought Stephen Davis had a good game tonight. I wouldn't fault Kamara.
No.
But yep, I totally agree with Phil Ranger. With that ball going through for Arfield, through to Alfie. But correct, the link up between him and Ojo, he just quick glanced to the right, he seen Ojo running through, bang, ball in right in the middle, smashing. Aye, cracking goal. But the work was done with Arfield. A great performance with him.
13 goals in a week, Pool Rangers. Can't be bad,
Brilliant. I think, you know what, Davis has been outstanding, pulling the strings and all that in front of the defence, but you've got to see boys like Ryan Jack in front of Davis. Ryan Jack's breaking up the plays, winning every ball. Ryan Jack's been tremendous, and it's given Stephen Davis the space to go and do what he does. You know what I mean?
What we built, and I'll go to Stardog and then Ronnie, then your good self, Pool. What we built's a team.
We're a proper team now, Oxford. That's. I was going to say that before the show. I think what Gerard's built is a right proper football team now. We play football the right way. We get the ball down. We score goals. It's fantastic to watch now, mate. And long may it continue.
Do you know what? People are starting to fear us, don't they?
They are, mate, and rightfully so. They should fear us. Because I'll tell you what, every team in that league getting it this year for me.
They're coming to Ibrox and they're fear. Even Lovenkrands said in the commentary, that's a really, really good Danish team, and we destroyed them earlier, and he thought they might have came out. And they were scared to come out because they were scared in case we absolutely destroyed them tonight. They were scared to come out, even though they were getting beat.
It's a pace we've got, Ronnie? Built a team with pace.
Certainly. Yep, the pace with Ojo and what Morelos was done, firing straight at them. They weren't confident of that back. leaving themselves wide open. Right with Bill Rangers, thought they maybe come out and had a right go at the beginning, but it didn't last long, did it, really?
No, it petered out quite quickly. More positives and negatives. We lost a goal, which was the ideal. Don't want to go into it too much. I mean, I think that's you see the deficiencies of playing a right fitted player at left back. It doesn't come natural to him. No blaming John for the goal. He made an error. It happens, but that's the downside. The plus side, we look dangerous. We are a real team. We move the ball well. We get our substitutions right. We keep we're building this squad, and we've got momentum. Pool Ranger.
It's like I said to you before the game on the pre-match show, Ox. We've got the depth in the squad, don't we? There we go. Defoe's on the bench after a hat-trick on Sunday. Big Aribo's on the bench. You know what I mean? We've got all these guys that can still come on, and we're still doing what we do. We're still seem to be doing it week in, week out, even when we're making changes. And I think this depth in this squad is going to work out for us. I know it could be a long season, the 60th game, but Stevie G's got it bang on, hasn't he? He's got it bang on with all these players. Two for every position. He's got it bang on.
And I just hope Alfie's alright, mate, after going off the park like that.
Say that?
I hope Alfie's alright, mate, after going off the park like that. He didn't look very comfortable. Hopefully Gerard comes out and confirms, mate, that he's just a wee knock and he'll be fine.
The only thing was up with him, his pride was hurt because he never got the hat-trick, I think.
Aye.
Morelos, he's that's 11 goals in Europe now. When they named the people he's up beside, some Rangers greats, money.
He's fairly putting away the goals. It's making people think what they were saying last year about Morelos and the hot head and everything else. The boys he's calmed himself quite a lot. He took a bit of abuse tonight as well, but he's using the head now, and Stevie G is turning him into a right good player. Good player.
He pulls some faces right off. He pulls some faces. What's impressed me about Morelos? All right, he's a striker, and maybe when we might greedy, we can get a shot away, but he works so hard for the team, Pool Ranger.
He fights for everything, Ox. He fights for everything. He's an absolute warrior. Whether it's down the wing, through the middle, back in midfield, or back in right back, left back, he fights for everything. He's got a good bit of pace on him. He's got the build. He's got the fight. He's got the energy. He gives everything for us. Absolutely everything for us. I'd be devastated if he left us. Absolutely devastated.
I think he's a boy who looks happy in the jersey. Yeah.
He loves us. We love him. He loves us.
And you come start up?
I think for me the night, Austria, apart from his 2 goals, mate, I thought the way he used his body to get some of the free kicks we got tonight, he's got a right good football brain on him, so he does, and he's developing. And I've not really seen him. I know he does put some faces, but I've not seen him really do anything stupid or lose the plot or anything like that yet. So hopefully this is a sign of good things to come for him. But I always said before this season starts, he needed another season in Scotland with us to be the player that he's going to turn out to be, which is going to be one of the best strikers in Europe, I believe. I honestly do believe that. His stats are up there with the rest of them, so there's no reason why he can't be. But I thought, apart from his 2 goals tonight, mate, the way he used his body to get about the park and to get his free kicks and things like that, I just thought he was brilliant. And his build-up play in general is always good. You very rarely see him misplace a pass or anything like that. So he's just all round, he's a great striker to have leading your line.
There's a different start-up, innit? You see that one in the second half where he thumped the boy and the boy just pulled the jersey right back off him and ended up in his arse. See if that was last season, he'd have been up in his face, shouting and gone, but he just got up, he got on with the game, and just, there's a bit more maturity about him this season, it looks like, isn't it?
There was one in the first half as well where he got the ball on the edge of the box and he used his body and he turned the guy inside out and the guy kicked his legs away from him and he just got up and he got on with it, so he did. And that's what I like to see, but it's just the way he uses his body. I think he's got a great football brain on him. He's so aware of everything about him, and like I say, he very, very rarely loses possession.
We've got a gem there, Ronnie.
Aye, we certainly have. And what Stardog was saying about the injury that he got, Alfie, that was the same person that pulled his jersey and gave him that put them past that post. That was the same guy that stuck the boot on him there.
I just think about punishment. He's always took a bit of punishment, Ronnie. But 9 times out of 10, he just gets on and gets up with it. All right, he's had his petulant moments, but he's improving, and I'm really pleased. And bringing the phone to back him up is just a great squad of players that in such a short space of time pull Ranger. I'm really pleased.
The way things come together. You know what? It's not even if you can go back to the 14s, the 15s, the 16s, the youth squad. The whole club, from top to bottom, has changed. Gerard and his team, the whole club, in the space of 18 months, the whole club's changed from top to bottom. It's unreal what they've done. And you know what? You've got to give a big shout out to the board and all, because the board's backed them. The board's backed them and all. And they're doing everything that he said when he came in. The board stuck by him. He's doing everything. We're in a good place, a really, really good place.
Well, I'm really pleased that all the teams in Scotland are sending us congratulations for keeping up the coefficient. Never seen that coming. Not. Aye, you're right. In such
well, somebody's got to do it, Ox, haven't they? Somebody's got to do it, because we can't rely on anybody else, clearly.
Correct, you're spot on, mate. You're spot on. They reap what they sowed, mate. They reap what they sowed.
Aye, they did, mate. They did. And I tell you what, every single one of them can get it right up them.
Correct. Ronnie, on you go, mate.
I was just going to reiterate what Phil Ranger was saying. The difference between Alfie and last year and this year goes down to Stevie G and that backroom staff. I think because he lost his chance with Columbia when they knocked him back, then he had the sitting on the bench for so long. They've worked wonders with that boy. They've getting his head, they've told him, you settle down and we'll make you into a good player. And that's now come to fruition. And you can see the way he's scoring his goals. He's going to be a gem for us.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's actually, and you can see it in players going by and all, when Cristiano Ronaldo first went to the Premier League, it was a physicality, and then his teammates tell him, get a grip, just get up and go on, mate, stop rolling about like an idiot. I think Morelos is like something similar but different, obviously, because it's his temperament we're worried about. I think he's finally realised how good he actually is, and what he can do on a park affects teams 10 times more than what he can do when he's getting sent off or when he's reacting to things. I just think with some players it finally clicks how good they actually are. And I think for his calm down and things like that, I mean, his goals just speak volumes. He's not even getting one a game now, he's getting 2 and 3 every time he plays for us now. It's crazy. It is crazy how good he's really turned out to be, but I think that's him finally clicked now how good he actually is.
That's Andy King just was on loan from Sky Sports News and now that yellow thing at the bottom. Andy King signs for Rangers on loan.
I was at the game tonight, mate. I was at the game. I've seen some pictures on Twitter that he was at the game. Yeah.
Signed, sealed and delivered. Thanks to Brendan Rodgers for helping us towards 55 there.
All right, if people want to join us, these are thoughts. What's the number, Stardom?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
And you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in and called by the one and only Old School Blue. And watch this. Ronnie, what can they talk about?
All things Rangers.
Oh, he's a pro, isn't he? Pro Ranger, Ronnie's a pro.
Oh, on you go, Ronnie boy.
I've been practicing in case you ask me the phone number.
We should ask them the phone number and they went, tongue tie. Well done, Ronnie.
Probably.
Well done. What a pro. I was really pleased with that performance tonight, and because it was a strange scenario. You think the tie's done, and you know you're saying, "What do you do? You keep going?" But I thought it was very professional, Pool.
It was, and that's what we're going to get for Stevie G. He's not a guy that's going to stand at the side and go, just go pass the ball out, we're winning. He heard them yesterday. We were going out at nothing each tonight. That's what he's drumming into them. He doesn't want us winning 2 and 3-0. He wants us destroying teams. week in, week out. Doesn't matter who we're playing, he wants to destroy teams. I think it's brilliant. It's night and day. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it's about time.
You know why though?
Start destroying teams.
Because he's been on some of the greatest comebacks ever in football history, mate. So he knows better than anybody. No ties ever finish until it's finished, mate. I think that's great for us. That attitude that he brings to that squad.
Folk were saying to him yesterday, "Oh, is the tie done?" It. He knows that tie wasn't done tonight. You think back to it when he played against AC Milan, so he knows what European football's like. The tie's done until the final whistle goes in the second leg.
If they get the first goal, it could have been interesting. Anyway, we've been joined by a legend of Rangers Radio. How we doing, Bridge?
Well, nearly forgot to come off mute there. How we doing, guys?
How we doing?
All right, bud. All right.
All right. Here's your thoughts on the night, mate?
Competent, but very exciting. You know, the crowd were really up for it and brilliant singing. Pretty good football too, I must admit. Two of the goals were absolutely fabulous goals. Morelos' goals, he just gets better and better, that boy. I thought the second half we allowed them to dominate midfield from a technical perspective. We seemed to let them keep the ball, and they were very good technically, that team. So I think the manager had said, you know, the tie's never over until the final whistle, and we gave away for us a terrible goal to give away, but for them it was a really good goal. Obviously we made some mistakes here and there, but overall I'm very, very happy. I thought I hope Morelos isn't injured. Maybe you guys can tell us.
He'll be fine, mate.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
I couldn't work. We made the substitutions. I couldn't work out where Docherty was playing. Because he was next to Arfield. I couldn't work out what's done there. So that was a spell when they got in tap. And I'm not blaming Greg Docherty, but they all of a sudden they had 3 against 2 in the middle, and it made it. There was about 10 minutes we couldn't get a ball.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we saw the difference. No harm to Greg Docherty, but I think we saw the difference when he took off Ryan Jack. He had been having quite a good game, along with Davis, and so him going off just didn't knock off. It knocked off Davis's game for a wee while, and boy Docherty was fighting to find a wee place to put himself. Overall, I'm delighted. Fabulous result for us, and it's been some week. You know, if Carlsberg could make weeks, this would be one of them. Fantastic.
It'll be up there.
Right, boys. I'm off to boys, all right? So enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll listen in once I come off, all right?
Cheers, Paul. Speak to you soon, mate.
I've just had a text from my wee brother, Stephen, and his big pal, Joe, for work. Get them on the radio. They're saying they're listening. Get them on, get them talking, and keep it going for the Rangers, boys, all right?
Cheers, mate. All the best.
See you later on, boys.
Cheers.
Hey, Paul.
I mean, that's just a wee negative, but I think overall, Ronnie, we've got to be really positive for scoring goals.
This is it. We've got that hunger for the goals, and really, the other teams are going to be coming, and they'll be scared. The way we play now, you'll see we're making it a stadium of fear to come here. The way we're playing, the boys Stevie G and company are doing a great job. Really tremendous.
Can you argue with that, Stardog?
No, 100%, mate. Ronnie's had it bang on there. We just need to keep it up. I mean, I would have loved a clean sheet tonight, but that's me just being pernickety. I think we're scoring goals, but we're controlling games. I mean, the second half, they did come into it, but I mean, you must admit the game was thoroughly within our control by that point. We had the game by the scruff of the neck. I think we possibly could have got more goals and things like that, but I'm delighted with the tie, mate. I don't really get a loss on her. I think I really do fancy us against them as well. I think Midtjylland's a better team than them.
All right, okay. Bridgeman, last Thursday at tea time, I said to you, Rangers are going to win this tie 7-3. What would you say to me?
We did say we're going to win it well, and to be honest, if you did say 7-3, you were right, weren't you? But no, I know, but it was just marvellous, you know. 2 games against a very, very competent side. Technically speaking, very, very good side. And there was 2 of their players that I would buy tomorrow if I had the money.
Oh, I don't know about that, Bridge.
Oh, and number 9 and number 10 were absolutely brilliant tonight. Absolutely brilliant.
I don't know if they're any better than what we've got. What do you think, Stardog?
No chance. No chance.
You didn't like their number 9 and number 10?
No
You
chance,
didn't like
man.
their number 9?
They couldn't lace Alfie and JJ's boots, mate.
Of course not. I'm not talking about... I was meaning if we sell Alfie.
I wouldn't be buying that. I'd be buying something better than that to replace Alfie.
You might have to go and get messy. You get yourself a mute, finish your supper, because we've been joined by Big Ulster. How we doing, big man?
Well, thanks. Hope you are keeping well.
Very quiet, mate.
Oh, am I? Hold on, I'm trying to turn this up. 2 seconds. Oh, can you hear me better now?
Yeah, mate, spot on. Here's your
Oh,
thoughts.
I was just saying. No, I thought we were fantastic tonight. Really, really good. The work rate again. And to score 7 goals, against a team historically who don't really concede that many at all, especially the last few seasons. They're really, really good at the back normally. And for us to carve them open the way we done was just incredible. So they're just unbelievable. So I'm so excited for every game to come along now. The tests are coming and we're always passing them so far. So it's just delighted. Absolutely delighted. Like imagine having the likes of Aribo, Defoe, Jones. You've got Highlander, we've just paid $3 million for, all on the bench, and everybody was still excited with the 11 that we put on. That's the squad that we're building here. It's fantastic.
You're right, mate. That team Midtjylland, have they put out Southampton and beat Man United in a tie the last few years? I think they have.
They beat Man United in 2015, Knox, so they did.
Right.
That's our biggest
they're no
result in Europe
mugs,
to date.
When you go,
they're no mugs at that. No, I'm just saying they're no mugs at that level,
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like them to get a hammering like that. But it just goes to show the quality in our team. That wasn't a 1-game fluke. That's two games in a row now, and obviously they've worked us out from the first game. And they've tried to stop us from in the second game, which is always going to be tough for them. And I'm sure they were licking their wounds, as I say, because it is a team that their supporters demand them to win all the time, a bit like ourselves, because that's what they do domestically. And they were looking to come and prove themselves to their own support, to get back into the second leg, and bang, 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 they were blown away. Just fantastic.
Aye, you're right, mate. They were blown away. There was a spell in that first half of it. We were all a lot of rash, Ronnie.
Correct. Just that wee lull in the middle of the second half. We seemed to go that wee bit quiet, and they started to roll a wee bit. But we get through that. That was fine. What Big Ulster says is correct. That team have been consistent over the last couple of years in Europe and winning games. And they've been shown tonight what a difference with our club. Being able to get there and give them a grubbing like that. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous.
Stevie G started to get some record in Europe.
I make that 20 games he's played now, and he's only been defeated twice, mate. And again, still not been behind for a single second in any qualifier game. But as a player, mate, you go back to the guy as a player, and he had a knack for Europe, didn't he? And I really do hope that he's brought that into his managerial career, that he's just going to have a knack for Europe.
Mm-hmm. Aye, fair comment, obviously. I think this is the right thing. We've got to show the competition respect and try and get through every tie. It's important for us financially.
100%, mate, but I definitely don't think we'll fear anybody.
No. We'll give people a game, mate. There's some big teams coming into the competition with big budgets, but we'll take that as it comes, Ulster.
Yes, this is it, mate. We'll see what happens, I think that League A team as well in the next round, they're a very good team. That's another side that do really well in Europe, and we know we've given our Glasgow City rivals an absolute doing a few seasons ago. So, but I've got full confidence that we can go to Poland. It's going to be tough, but I've got full confidence we can get a result there. What really surprised me tonight, I know we've said it a few times on the show about Stevie Davison managing them, because of his age, etc. I don't know if he's noticed it. 86 minutes, and they've got the 1-2 done.
Through.
And I was sitting there going, "Flip me, what a run!" At that stage of the game, and we're talking about him and his age, unbelievable. And same as Archfield,
The last time I seen
Sorry, go
somebody robbed like that move, mate, was Fox with you that night up at Savoy when they tried to get for the shots.
Yeah, foxy boy. But it just shows you, mate. That's all. That there's a desire to win. It's the same as Archfield tonight. For the goal. He run in, he fell down, he got up again, done another busting run, and that's what it is. That's competition for places, and all the players are having to do it now because they know there's quality on the bench to come and take their places, and that's what it does to you. I think.
Do you know what else it is as well? Also for me, I think it's good management, mate. Because Arfield didn't play against Hibs on Sunday, and I thought he put in a great shift for us tonight. So I think that was great management for Gerrard, and always seemed to be resting players for the right games and things like that.
To be fair, when the two substitutions were coming on, I thought it would have been Davis and Arfield. I did.
Yeah, because Arfield again, like you have said, because you can tell obviously with him playing with Canada and stuff, Box. We when boys were resting, he wasn't. He was still playing. But I think you're right there, mate. Yeah, probably just letting him
to see Ojo
away from the Hibs game.
When you go, Ronnie?
Aye, the Stevie G's always maintained he wants two players for every position, and that's shown, as you're saying. The quality of sitting on the bench can just come straight on and step into their positions. Aye, tremendous. And I don't think, really, we look forward to getting some of these bigger clubs and showing we're capable of keeping up with them the way we're playing. And it'll be great for the team and the fans.
Well, we'll get two good ties coming up within the next 2 weeks. Are you with us, Briggs? You finished your refreshments, old mate? I don't know if he's still there. He'll be back with you before the show. I'll take this to you first, Ulster, then Starter, Ronnie. I thought Goldston had his best game of the season tonight.
Yeah, Goldston was absolutely fantastic tonight, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Everything he done right. The positioning, distributing with the ball, calmness on the ball. A few times that they were trying to squeeze us, and he just done that wee drop of the shoulder a few times, and the striker went the other way. And that's just absolutely fantastic. And it comes to the same as what I was saying there a few minutes ago. You don't have a Worrell sitting on the bench anymore that you're confident of being better than. You've got an Edmondson there, and you've got the likes of Highlander there, the big Swede, and you've got absolute quality sitting on the bench, itching to get a chance, and you've got two centre backs trying to play out of their skin to keep that blue shirt.
He doesn't play for us now, does he? Itching.
Who?
Anyway, we've been joined by George Logan. Evening, George.
How you doing, Oxford? Right? How you doing, boys?
Very happy.
All right, George.
Very happy. Competent and professional performance.
Hi, George.
How you doing, all right? It's what you come to expect for Rangers, Oxford. I can't know the last few years we've only got it, but the manager, the way you conduct yourself, the way you play, I'm really excited about this team, Ox. The same thing. I'm not caring who we get in the next round or when we get whoever we get. If we keep playing football at Ox and winning games like that in Europe, other than Ox, I'm delighted for everybody involved, because we've really built a really good. We said the other night they're 13, 14, possibly 15. There's a guy came in just the night there. I think he'd probably been another one, maybe not one of the younger boys further down. But we've really built a really good squad. I wasn't at the game the night, Ox. I've done a great thing at Rangers. I've never done it before. Rangers are doing $9.99 for a heat for everybody to start watching the game, and the money's getting pumped into the club. Absolutely fantastic thing. So good things are happening on the park, off the park. It's a really good time to be a Rangers fan, Ox. It really is.
George, just remember, there's never been a bad time to be a Rangers fan, mate.
It's been hard. It's been hard times, Ox. It's been hard times, and obviously we can go back even further, and it's been terrible times. But what I'm saying, Ox, is we're building a really good team. We've got a really good manager. The support's never ever went away. I think we've got a good board behind us. So, see, for me, Ox, we had a good spell a few years ago, and we're winning absolutely everything. But right now, I think it's actually a really good time to be a Rangers fan. I hope the young laddies start to come back and watch us and see what's happening, because we maybe lost a couple of years of that, Ox, and what we're getting the news absolutely fantastic. I'm out of the moon with just how we're conducting ourselves, Ox. Any Scottish team for to be winning like we're winning tonight, and for us to be doing that the way we're doing that tonight, and then last week wiping the flare with teams like that, Ox, absolutely fantastic.
Obviously, it'll be on the press tomorrow, Ronnie, how well Rangers are doing to keep up the coefficient for Scottish clubs.
You're right. It's just as well some days, as you said earlier, the Oxshire. Listening to Stevie G the other night there, he was talking about Katic, how Katic was keeping the new guy, Helander, out the team. What about Goldson? Between the two of them, it's going to be really hard for Edmondson and Helander both to get into this team at the present moment in time. As you say, Goldson was really tremendous tonight. Tremendous.
I think we could see them both at the weekend, mate, in the cup game. I think a lot of them will get played in the cup game. But as for Goldson and Katic's form, I mean, they're going to be hard to shift to two boys, because Goldson, for me, Ox, it wasn't my favourite defender. I think we spoke about this in weeks gone by and things like that. But I'm 100% agreeing with you. I thought tonight it was solid, and I had a stream up for the game, and there was no commentary on the game, but I could hear the crowd and things like that. And honestly, mate, see the full game, Connor Goldson was barking out orders. That's all you could hear. It was just a commanding performance by the big guy, so it was. And I thought it was brilliant tonight.
I think, Oxford, if I can come in on that one, I've said for a while, I think that Goldson is our number one centre half. He's got age, he's got a bit of experience in there. Any skills he had that he couldn't bring out last year, he's starting to bring them out now. You can see some of the dropping the shoulder and running up 30 yards. Wonderful stuff. So there's lots of things happening with Goldson, and I think we have to keep him in there. But the problem is, of course, you can't play them every game. So that's where Helander...
I don't think any of the two of them will play on Sunday.
I don't think so either. I was going to say Helander and Edmondson, they need to step in and relieve them in some way or other, you know.
I think it'll be a different back four on Sunday, Ox. A completely different back four.
I think you're going to get the American boy Polster. And actually, I thought the weakest man, and believe it or not, the weakest man in our team tonight, I thought was actually John Flanagan. There was 4 or 5 times he got himself caught. Okay, there was some good technical play, and he got caught up in the middle of it, but he ran into people, or they ran into him, deliberately, potentially, and he found himself lying on the ground, floundering. The referee never gave a free kick in, so there was 4 or 5 times.
Solid tonight, Bridge.
No. All I'm saying is that there was weakest points in our game. I thought it was surrounding Mr. Flanagan, but he got through it. And we ended up winning. But I would suggest that right now, I think every Rangers fan that was watching that game tonight, right now, they would turn and say, ask yourself the question, do we need a fullback, left fullback? I think we would say yes. Now, I'm not trying to be insulting, I'm not saying anything about him that way, but I think that was the weakest point of our defence tonight. Other than that, I thought we played very well.
I'm sure that'll be maybe part of the debate tomorrow night. And sometimes I don't think we're being fair in Flanagan, because it is slightly different when he is very right-footed, Bridge, you know.
I know, pal, I know. That's why I'm saying him.
You get boys that can do it comfortably. They don't want both sides of the park, but with him being so right-footed,
I mean, he gets himself. The rest of the team put him into positions, or we expect him to be in positions where, in fact, that's the weakest part. Maybe he shouldn't be there. You know, he should maybe be 3 yards up, or 3 yards down, or 2 yards across, or something like that. But he finds himself isolated, and then doesn't know what to do with the ball. Sometimes all these stupid things. There's nothing. We can't complain about it, because he does it. He puts his heart into the game.
I think what he can't do, he can't put it to his left foot and just put it down the line, because he's no got it. You know, I think I've been fair on him there. I'm no, it's no a criticism, it's an observation because he's taking one for the team and he gives you everything he's got.
Yeah.
You know, Ulster.
I made a comment on that myself while watching the game tonight. That is still what we need. And it's nothing, as everybody's already said, it's nothing against Flanagan because, he puts a shift in all the time. He tries his hardest and he didn't do much wrong at all. The only thing that would worry me, as you get farther into this competition and as every farther you go, inevitably the class of team you're going to come up against is going to be harder and harder. And the players attacking you are going to be a class above the ones you've played already. And I think if you have a really good right-sided player attacking him at that left back position, it would cause problems. So I think that's something we need to sort out because unfortunately, Barisic for me, I just think that's over. He hasn't got it for me. I just lost full confidence in him, unfortunately. So I would like us to definitely bring somebody in there and use Flanagan as cover for Tav and maybe give Tav a bit of a break sometimes in games that we're going to afford to.
Stardog.
I don't think Gendy's doing him a disservice. We all know he's not really got a left foot and things like that. But in terms of performance-wise and the way he plays in there, I mean, he doesn't really put a foot wrong, mate. He's solid. He gets into the tackles and things like that. I mean, some of the passes they made inside with his right foot, like the midfield breakaway further up the park and things like that tonight. So his passing isn't so bad, but I would like him to work on his passing up the channel. I mean, Barisic is a weaker player than him, and Andy Halliday's not really got as good a football brain as him, so he's the best that we've got in there, and I honestly think maybe with Aribo in that team, that was our best team out there tonight.
That's a point. I mean, what is our best team? I don't really know. I mean, Jones was arguably the best player the last two games. He's on the bench. Defoe scored a hat-trick. Man of the match on Sunday, we bring Morelos, number one striker, back in, who scored 5 goals in 3 games. Aribo's been very, very good for us. We did the right thing, take him out the firing line because of booking. You can't get 3 into 4 because who do you play? Is it Jack, Aribo, Davis, Kamara? You've got to maybe try and get Arfield in with our team. I mean, but best 11, you could put an argument on for a different permutation all the time. Ronnie?
Correct. I was just thinking on that. I was just wondering if we maybe try and slide the new boy King into that position to sort of help us out a wee bit. Just wonder if that's in his mind, bringing in
if he can play it left back.
Play
him at left back.
Aye.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if King if he's played there much in his career. I don't know about that. Do you?
No, I very much doubt that. I very much doubt that, mate. I think in Gerrard's press conference the other day, I mean, he says he's happy now with 5, but he's still not sure whether he can stick or twist because he always likes to have 2 for every position. So I think Andy King's the final piece to that puzzle in midfield. He's got his 3 starters and he's got 3 midfielders on the bench. So I think that's what that'll do. I think Andy King will be in there to give Davis a break more than anything, cup games and things like that, and maybe home games against the likes of St Mirren's and Livingston's and things like that. I think Andy King will be in there to do a job. He's a box-to-box midfielder. He's never really played anywhere else, mate, but no, I don't think he'll play at left back at all. I think he's going to stick with Flanagan for the rest of the season, I honestly do.
Well, we'll see, but Ulster big man, Andy King, or William as we're calling him, has got 51 caps for his country. He's an experienced pro and he's only 30.
I know, but this is it, mate. There's no doubt the likes of himself has been watching Rangers and the development of the club, and he's obviously excited to come. You know what I mean? He sees good things happening at the club, and he wants to be a part of it. That'll be great for us. And having his level of experience, as we say, 30 is nothing. We see the likes of Defoe tonight and on Sunday, who's coming 37 here in October. We see the likes of
Davis.
You know what I mean? And they're some of the best quality we have in the team. So 30 is absolutely nice. That's another exciting player. Hopefully we get him in for a loan. Hopefully impresses, and hopefully we have him then for longer after that.
It's an open and shut case. Somebody needs a bit of WD-40 in one of their doors. Either that was Bridges' wallet. Are you with us, Bridge?
I'm indeed now, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
All right, mate. What was the feeling in the ground with the King signing? Was there people talking about it? Was it left field? Was it popular? They understand it?
Oh, I think a lot of folk surround about me anyway. Very happy. I think the biggest thing that came out of any discussion tonight was, excuse me, how proud the fans are of the manager, and whatever the manager says, they'll be happy to back it. And speaking from a shall we say, a fan perspective on possible signings, I think some of them know the guy because they've seen Leicester when he played for them, and they've said he's a very good player. We know he's a Premiership quality player. Obviously, he's not played for a long time. Somebody said, I think last night, somebody said he hasn't played since March or April or something like that. So he's got a lot of fitness and a lot of weeks, shall we say, training, and get the fitness back up or get it up to a certain level. Once he's there, the manager will bring him in, and I'm quite sure the guy will just slot right in. I'm not dead sure, but maybe you can confirm. I think he's a left-footed player, plays with his left foot. If that's the case, then that's him got back up for Aribo.
Aye. All these wee bits of jigsaw coming together, Ronnie.
They certainly are. Just what you were talking about the other night there, who's our best left back, and Barisic has been discarded to the side, and it's been Flanagan as the most popular. But I think between everybody, he's a right. We certainly need a left back signed. But he gives you 110%. That's the thing with Flanagan. He really does. The boy King is coming, Andy King. I did read a wee bit earlier on Twitter. There was somebody from down there at the supports club and saying that the guy had been injured over the last wee while, but that's him starting to go over it. And he says he'll be a star up here once he gets playing.
I hope so, mate.
He's a hero,
if he's a star, dog, that means he's doing it for us, aye.
He's been there 10 plus years. I think he went up all the divisions with them, mate. He's a fan favourite down there. And you don't stick about after winning the league with Leicester and things like that. You don't stick about a club like that if you're not a decent player, mate. So I'm delighted he's going to come up here and play with us.
Is there any possibility that is there an offer that they could, after a year we're going to look at him and see if we want to keep him? Or
his contract's up in the summer with Leicester, mate. So
there you go then. So we'll see. Between now and the new year, we're going to see, and we're going to see him on the park, and the manager's going to get an idea what he's going to be like, and they might offer him a freedom of contract. You know what I mean? I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm sure the manager knows what he wants to do. You know.
I'm sure he does, Big Ulster. He seems to have a plan for everything.
Does, mate? He's everything, all trying to cover all bases. At the end of the day, it's a great thing and something for the fella himself to come up. He knows himself. If you endear yourself to the fans, you give 100%, and you play the way you can play, the contract's there for you. So it's good. It's good. It's a great bit of business. And as I say, it's the same as Stephen Davis scenario, Defoe. Gerrard knows these players. He's played against them many, many times. He knows the quality that they can bring, and that's why he's hunting for these individual players to bring in.
I dare say he's on a whacking good salary, and so it might be a salary type thing that we need to sort of woo him. If we're going to woo him at all.
I think it was reported 40,000, but it's hard to any numbers. You don't know if they're right or wrong.
Ulster, I don't think we would ever pay in like that.
No, but they'll know that. It's the same as Defoe, Bridge. We'll put, in my opinion, we'll get Defoe here. And eventually, when his contract ends with Bournemouth, and we'll not be paying him anywhere near. But that's what happens at that stage of the career. If he'll know himself. If he's coming up here, what the wage we can offer him. I'm sure he knows that before he'll not waste his time.
Yeah, I believe me, and my wee heart's telling me, let's hope that can happen for both him and this guy if he's any good, because we want quality players. Every player we bring in, we're looking for them to raise the bar, brings everybody up with him. And you can just see the difference over the last 2 years. Tremendous stuff, absolutely tremendous. Now, Defoe, I don't know how much Defoe was with somebody. I heard somebody saying £65,000 a week or something like that. He was on. It may even be more than that. It's funny money.
That's not a lot of money to you, Bridge, but it's to the rest of us.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, if you take the likes of Defoe, what is he, 37 in October or something like that? So if he's 37 in October, and you say to him, well, we'll give you a 2-year contract. We'll offer you a 2-year contract, but on the salary, the same salary as, let's say, Morelos is on, or any of the other boys. So, and then it's up to him to accept it, because will he get that the salary he's looking for? Would he get that even in the Championship? Down there, right? Because he's age, of course.
It depends what your motivation is.
Oh, of course, pal. Of course. But he's such a good player, and he's comfortable at Ibrox, and everybody likes him. There's nobody can turn and say they don't like him. I can't imagine. And he's a really nice guy. And if he's comfortable family-wise, I don't know if his wife's up with him or his partner or whatever. But that's all part of it, isn't it? We need to try and make him get him at home type thing. I think he's fabulous. I think what the manager's doing, some of these players are just tremendous for us. Just tremendous. And I'm welcome to this boy King, and I hope it all happens for him. I really do. And
when you come, Ulster, are you coming in there?
I think it was me, was it?
Sorry, George.
The thing is, what Bridgman's saying there, Ox, I mean, you hear a lot of people saying he's made his money in the game and things like that. That's fair enough, but I don't care what anybody says. Everybody always needs more money. It doesn't matter what you've done in the game and things like that.
Yeah.
I think Stephen Gerrard and our board and even our fans are making it a place where people are wanting to come and play football. They're seeing what's happening. They're coming up here. They're playing for the most famous club in the world. They're coming up here. The size of the stadium, there's 50,000 in that place every week. It's rocking. It doesn't matter who we're playing against. You've got a guy who reported was on 100 grand a week, and now he's come up here and he's still scoring goals near a Joe for. He's not coming up here and taking a wage, Ox, and not doing nothing. He's coming up here and he's really making a big contribution to the team. He's good in the dressing room, for what I've heard. He's good for Stephen Gerrard. So people are actually want to come. We're actually building something new. It's not just a nearly runs. We're actually going for something new. And somebody said to me the day, we're going to stop them doing whatever amount they're going for. No, we're going for 55, and that's what they're here for. They're not here to stop it. They're here to win trophies and win cups, Ox, and that's what we've got to start doing. We're at that point where we can actually say that now.
I think I'm really. I mean, I'm sure we'll debate it tomorrow night or in the future. But I'm really surprised in the progress in 3 transfer windows. It's remarkable, George.
I actually is, Ox. I mean, that's what I said. I think a couple of years ago we went back maybe a couple. I thought we were getting on well, and then I think we went back a couple. I think Warburton, one of Bridgman's favourite, had done a few good signings for us and things like that. We maybe took a good step forward, and then we'd made a couple of bad signings. I think we'd maybe lost a transfer window or two. But I think Stephen Gerrard's actually took us to that next level. Further than actually thought he was going to with these 2 transfer windows. Also, this is his third transfer window. This is his third transfer window, and with a signing and with a squad, I'm not saying we're world beaters. We're going to do this and the next thing, Ox. But what a difference we've had for 18 months ago to now in our squad and our team. I mean, it's absolutely remarkable how much a difference there is. And it's not just the manager that's done; it's that everybody involved with Rangers that's put that squad and that team in the park, Ox.
When you go, Bridge, and then Ronnie.
I was going to say, I watched my team tonight, and I'm me from the Copland rear. I watched Mr. Arfield winning the ball and trying to run, and had to go in and lunge a bit, and won the sort of second ball off the player, and he got up and he ran, and he was the only one that touched the ball, if you follow what I mean. And all of a sudden he releases a pass in, and it's a wrong pass for Alfredo. But he goes and picks it up and he squares the ball, and there's Ojo put the ball in the net, and that the place went mental. That was just unbelievable. That run and tackle from Arfield, fantastic. Up, picked the ball up, pushed the pass, and Alfredo picks it up and sort of shall we repay the favour to Ojo? Fantastic. You don't, I mean, that's excitement for anybody and everybody. Ibrox just went a light, by the way, just went a light. Fantastic.
Ronnie?
Oh my God, I loved it. I'm rambling. Sorry, Oxdear. Sorry.
I mean, you're good at it, Bridge. You're good at it. Ronnie?
Big man spot on there, Oxshire. Really, let's face it, it's a Stevie G factor in Rangers. Defoe's come up here, he's thoroughly enjoying playing, he's scoring goals. You seen that last week with the Hibs when he got his hat trick. His family were up in that stand and they heard our fans singing to his name. He thoroughly enjoys his play up here. I think he's here it's time to hang the boots up.
Actually, I hope so. I hope you're right there.
All right, talking about time to hang the boots up. We've reached that time of the evening, Bridge. Can I just thank Ronnie, Pool Ranger, Stardog, of course yourself and George for joining us on the show, but the last word to your good self.
What can I say? What a wonderful night at Ibrox. Marvellous crowd. We're very happy. 3 cracking goals. Could have been a few more. Can I just say to all Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, my God, what a week. If Carlsberg did weeks, this would be it. Seriously. Fabulous. Very happy. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers. Please, keep it going because the Rangers need us.
This has been Rangers Radio. Thanks to everybody that's joined us on the show. Thanks to everybody in the lobby and everybody that's listened. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue.